Yep.
Okay.
No. You just need people to do.
So if you guys have a UFO you want me to check off, wink at me. I'm going to be sitting here and I'll pull your name out. Okay? Well, I took a class at AQS and it was from, okay, hello? 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 Okay, I took a class at AQS, designing your own beach scene with Kestrel, Mouchard, and so here's my beach scene. Very cool. Okay, I'm going second first because I'm going to take pictures. But this was kind of fun because Kathy Bird, as you all know Kathy, made this for me for my birthday, but she just made the top. She just fused it and gave it to me for birthday. She doesn't have a long arm anymore and she doesn't really quilt much anymore. And so I put it together, put the borders, quilted it and all that, and so I call it Harmony because we work together on it. I mean, is that an awesome birthday present or what? Yeah, really cool. And we have a grand piano, and it looks like, kind of looks like that. And we have a room for it, and we have a wall that a quilt goes on, so it goes in our piano room. Hello everyone. I went to the retreat last minute, had such a good time. And this is one of Leslie's little kits that she makes up that some of you won. I put it together once, twice, third time Leslie helped me. I got it done at the quilt show, so that's for a charity. And then the other ones here.
Was that a UFO I got?
Yes, it was.
Which one was it?
This was a charity. I have 3 charity quilts on there.
Okay, 3. Okay.
Yeah. So that's called Bolero. It's a fun one. So everyone puts things on the free table, and sometimes I say, "Oh, that's a shame. That's just a top sitting there." And I edge-to-edge quilt with my hoop. So during the retreat, I brought these with me. So this is not my design, but I did quilt it for them. So I thought, well, why not, right? Get some of these charity quilts done. Did you get my red? This one I will. Yeah, that's I didn't even want to use it. Whatever, if you have charity quilts, make sure you marked it off on your notebook with Leslie there, and then put it in the blue IKEA bag that's over there. Again, I don't know who did it, but I thought that they were really nice and needed to be finished, so I just put a backing on it and quilted it. And then Judy brings a suitcase to every retreat with all her scraps. I had so much fun digging in there. So I made my granddaughter, for her American Girl doll, a little quilt, because I missed her birthday.
This is my first time showing at Show and Tell. So I went to Hawaii in January of 2021 with my niece, and her son went also. And we were in Kona, and she said, "Do you want to go into the quilt shop? Here's a quilt shop." And I said, "Oh, I don't want to bother anybody. I'm the only one that's going to want to go into a quilt shop." And so we went, all 4 of us went in. My son was with us too. And the most excited person in that 4 group of us was my grand nephew, 32 years old. He loved the Spam. He was getting Spam every day. He was frying it every morning for breakfast. They had quilt fabric with Spam. So he wanted to buy the fabric, and he asked his mom, they live in Tennessee, outside of Nashville, and he said, who can I get to make a shirt for me? And and it's really cute. It has little surfboards with Spam and scooters and rings and all kinds of Spam. Spam. But it's washed. After my move, I lost it. I just found it. So it is a UFO. And also the wood, the buttons aren't on it yet, but he's a woodworker. And we went to a place that sold hunks of Hawaiian wood, and he bought one and he made the buttons that are going.
I know Hawaii, I love this band.
This is a big one, yes. So I didn't sign up with the UFOs, but this is my
Wendy,
second.
talk into the mic, please.
This is my second Florida quilt, and I love it. And as soon as I finished it, I intended it for my guest bed, and one of my daughters said, I need it, Mom, I need it. I said, okay, take it. Look here. That's really very nice. Thank you, I love the colors. Sarah Watts is the designer of the fabric, and it's called Florida.
Very cool.
And then this was a kit that I bought. It was called Starstruck by Victoria Finley Wood. And I won't make another one, but anyway. And then this one I do love. Oh, these are for Sandy.
Yay, thank you.
First clause.
Thank you.
4 of them. And then
I must think I drool a lot.
I said in 30 years or 20 years we'll all need them. This is Editus sidecar pattern, and it went together so easy. I love it. But I'll tell you what I did. You know, you're working with strip units, and you pull them from your stash or your scraps, and you think, oh, it'll all work. And the yellow that I originally used was so bright, it overwhelmed the whole quilt. But I kept adding more units because I thought it'll tone it down, it'll have more neighbors, it'll behave better. Well, it didn't. So what I did is I took lighter batik, real tiny stitch, and I actually appliqued little pieces on top, and now I'm happy with that. And Mindy did, she quilted both of these quilts, and she does fabulous work. Thank you.
Okay, from the big to the small, I did a serger bag, which took me a while because I'm new on the serger. And then I did a zip bag with candy package. And I've made 4 little Easter baskets. So one was quilting, one was serging, and this one was embroidery. I made 4 little Easter baskets for my 4 youngest granddaughters. And they'll just get little little jelly beans or little chocolate eggs.
These are all UFOs. This is called City Zoo, Children's City Zoo.
Oh, cute. Thanks.
And it's actually a bento box. It doesn't look like it because of the sashing, but if you look hard,
It is.
it's
Wow.
a bento. This is another UFO. This was a long time coming. And this is whale's tail.
So did you quilt that one, Leslie?
Huh?
Did you quilt it?
Yes, I quote all mine.
Okay, good job.
And this one is for my mom this year for Mother's Day. And this was started almost 2 years ago. So it's beautiful. The feathered star.
Yay, you finished it.
That was pretty impressive.
Oh.
And this month, my husband has a birthday coming up, and he is a musician and plays at the guitar. And so anyway, it's like finally finished. The back's not that impressive. It's just a lot of stitching. Lots of stitching.
First time up? I became a great-grandfather in January. Thomas Henry Dayton Cole.
All right, wait. Go back out. And I need your smile.
And I had to piece the back.
Did you quilt it, Joe?
All right. Thank you, Michelle, that sewing quilt. I'm also a Vietnam vet, and a couple of you have given me some of the fabric stars that you created, or no, you collected. And let's see, I have to hang this right. They're not in this one. They're in the 4 to come. I don't do patterns well, so I play with what comes up. The quilt has to grow its own.
Did you design this in?
Sorry?
Are those curves pieced?
No, that's a panel.
That's beautiful.
Believe it or not, I found this fabric in Indiana. Honestly. Lemons, oranges, alligators, and bumblebees. And I naturally had to buy it. And this is going to be a charity quilt. And I just, made up a simple pattern. And then on the back of it, I did flannel. And put bumblebees on the back of it. And then it's on the flannel. Yeah.
Very cute. Yeah, because it goes to the bag.
Debbie Morse, Jacksonville, somebody from the Jacksonville Guilds gave me the flyers here for the show, little brochures. They gave it to me as I was walking out the door the last day of the show. So, I brought my Hawaii Robi Rose. Karen was talking about Robi Rose. So I did some travel in Hawaii also, and I bought some of their fabric that they, is it upside down? No. So this is a Marty Michelle pattern that I've had for years before I went to Hawaii. But then when I came back, I had to finish it. So it has three-dimensional things in it. Hand applique, some of the fabrics, some of the kits that I bought.
Okay, so look here, smile at me.
Okay, and then the back is the fabric that this company has been in a lot of shows. They weren't at AQS, but in a lot of the shows that I go to.
What's the name of the company?
I don't know. Let me see if it says.
You know when you see them, huh?
No, it just says Hawaii Row completed in Kannapolis, North Carolina, which is where I moved from 3 years ago. So my other row by row quilt from Hawaii Hawaii has, now this is interesting because some of you know my sister-in-law was a quilter, an art quilter in Black Mountain. She was unfortunately killed by her husband, who is now serving life with no parole in Raleigh. In her stash, I found this backing fabric, and in the selvage it says, Ruth McDowell, 1993, for Kona Bay Fabrics. So I felt like I had to put that in there. Quilts upside down.
Oh, cool.
So this is more row by rows. I'm a little late for the Hawaiian applique class, but again, this is a fabric that they do. This I pulled off of a shirt that I had a long time ago.
Nice. Great.
That was the home year. Yeah.